We crave intimacy. We yearn for connection. Yet we also cherish our independence. We long for someone to know us deeply, but we also need space to be ourselves, fully and authentically. This paradox lies at the heart of every romantic relationship. Honesty is vital, no doubt. It builds trust, the bedrock of any strong bond. But does that mean we must share every fleeting thought, every past experience, every fear and insecurity? Not necessarily. Intimacy thrives not just on what we reveal, but also on what we choose to keep private. It's about finding the balance between vulnerability and self-preservation, between shared experiences and individual journeys. Just as a garden needs both sunlight and shade to flourish, so too does love require openness and privacy to grow strong and vibrant. Imagine a circle. At its center lies your most private self, your thoughts, dreams, insecurities, and aspirations. This is your sacred space, a sanctuary where you retreat to recharge, reflect, and simply be. In a relationship, we invite our partners into this circle, gradually expanding its boundaries as intimacy deepens. But we don't surrender the entire territory. Some parts remain ours alone, a space to nurture our individuality and sense of self. This personal space is not a sign of secrecy or a lack of trust. It's a healthy boundary that allows us to maintain our unique identities even as we merge our lives with another. Just as we need solitude to connect with our inner selves, we need privacy in relationships to preserve the essence of who we are. It allows us to explore our thoughts and feelings without judgment, to experiment and grow without fear of disappointing our partners. While privacy is essential, transparency is equally vital in a relationship. There are times when withholding information, even with good intentions, can be detrimental. Honesty is paramount when it comes to matters of the heart, our feelings for our partner, our needs and desires within the relationship, and any doubts or concerns that arise. Similarly, transparency about our past, especially experiences that continue to shape us, can foster deeper understanding and empathy. It's about choosing what to share and when to share it, based on what will strengthen the bond rather than create unnecessary conflict. Open communication about finances, health, and any challenges we face is also crucial. These conversations, though potentially difficult, demonstrate a commitment to facing life's ups and downs together, building a foundation of mutual support and trust. Not all secrets are created equal. There's a difference between harboring a harmful truth and simply choosing not to share every mundane detail of our lives. Think about the classic, "Does this dress make me look fat?" question. Sometimes, a white lie, uttered with the intention of protecting our partner's feelings, can be a kindness. Similarly, we don't need to divulge every fleeting thought or passing insecurity. Sharing every worry can burden our partners unnecessarily, creating unnecessary anxiety and tension. The key is to distinguish between secrets that enhance intimacy and those that erode it. If a secret is driven by a desire to protect ourselves or our partner from unnecessary hurt, it can be a sign of consideration. But if it stems from a place of fear, shame, or a desire to manipulate, it's a red flag that needs to be addressed. While some secrets can be harmless, others can be deeply damaging to a relationship. These are the secrets that involve betrayal, infidelity, financial deception, or any breach of trust that violates the foundation of the partnership. Such secrets, when kept hidden, fester and grow, poisoning the well of intimacy. They create distance, suspicion, and resentment, ultimately undermining the very core of the relationship. It's important to remember that trust, once broken, is incredibly difficult to rebuild. The pain of betrayal can linger long after the secret is revealed, leaving scars that may never fully heal. If you find yourself keeping a secret that you know would hurt your partner deeply, it's a sign that something is amiss. It's time to take a hard look at the relationship and ask yourself why you're choosing to withhold the truth. One of the keys to navigating the delicate balance between honesty and privacy is establishing clear boundaries. This involves having open and honest conversations with your partner about what you're comfortable sharing and what you prefer to keep private. These boundaries will naturally evolve as the relationship progresses. What you are comfortable sharing in the early stages of dating might feel too intimate to reveal a year or 5 years down the line. The key is to communicate these shifting boundaries with your partner, explaining your reasons with empathy and understanding. Remember, Setting boundaries isn't about shutting your partner out. It's about creating a safe space for both of you to be vulnerable and authentic. Often the most challenging aspects of intimacy aren't the big conversations, but the unspoken expectations we bring into our relationships. We assume our partners should instinctively know our boundaries, our needs, and our definition of privacy. But minds cannot be read, no matter how in sync we feel with our partners. The only way to bridge this gap is through open, honest communication. Create a safe space for these conversations. Choose a time when you're both relaxed and receptive. Start by expressing your own needs and boundaries, using I statements to avoid blame or judgment. Then, listen actively to your partner's perspective. Seek to understand their point of view, even if it differs from your own. Remember, the goal is not to agree on everything, but to find a compromise that respects both of your needs. Just as we need to respect our partner's need for privacy, we must also honor our own individuality. This means continuing to pursue our passions, nurture our friendships, and engage in activities that bring us joy, even if our partners don't share these interests. Maintaining a sense of self outside of the relationship is not a sign of detachment. It's a way to bring a richer, more fulfilling version of ourselves to the partnership. It allows us to continue growing as individuals, which in turn strengthens the bond we share. Encourage your partner to do the same. Celebrate their achievements, support their endeavors, and create space for them to pursue their passions. Remember, a healthy relationship is one where both partners feel free to be their most authentic selves, both together and apart. The dance between intimacy and independence is a delicate one, requiring constant negotiation and adjustment. There will be times when you crave more connection and times when you need more space. The key is to communicate these needs openly and honestly, seeking to understand and respect your partner's perspective. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to intimacy. What works for one couple might not work for another. The beauty of a long-term relationship lies in the journey of discovering what works best for you as a couple. It's about finding that sweet spot where you can be vulnerable and open with each other, while also honoring your individual needs for privacy and personal growth. So embrace the paradox of intimacy. Celebrate the joy of shared experiences while also cherishing the sacred space of self. It's in this delicate balance that love truly flourishes.